Okay, this is our last formula madness. It is level 5, and you'll want to make sure that you memorize this. Let's get started. The first one is the Euler's theorem, and we're going to put that in there. It's F plus V equals E plus 2. The next one is a shape. You're going to be identifying the shapes. This particular one is a cube. This next one has, I think it's 20 sides. I should actually look that up. No, I was wrong. It has 12 sides. That's what the dodeca it means. And so this is how you spell that. Here we go. Dodecahedron. And your pencil will be able to fit that better inside the square than my little marker there. All right. The next one is an icosahedron. And this has 20 sides. Notice that they're all equilateral triangles there. All right. And this is how you spell icosahedron. Icosahedron. All right. The next one is a tetrahedron. It's got all equilateral triangles. There is one triangle on the bottom underneath, and there are 3 of them all the way around for a total of 4 of them. That's what the tetra part comes in. Tetrahedron. And this next one we're going to do is got a tetrahedron on the top and a tetrahedron on the bottom. So it's got, oh, that isn't true. It's got 4 on the top and 4 on the bottom. And so it's a square in the middle. So 4 on the top and 4 on the bottom is a octahedron because there's 8 of them. OCT, octahedron. Okay. Next what we're going to do is the surface area of a right prism. When we do a surface area, we're going to use the letter S, and we're going to go 2, and this is important that it's a capital B, plus P, which stands for perimeter, by the way that B there stood for area of the base. P and then height, okay? And we'll talk about all those exactly what that means when we get to them, but it's important that you have these so that you can just memorize the formula. All right. The next one has something special in it. It's got the word 2 boxes in here. This formula is going to be very large. It's going to be so large that it really won't fit well in one of these boxes. And so on your quiz, it will be another 2 full boxes. That means that this will count for 2 points, though, because it's going to take up more boxes. All right? So I'm going to give you the long version, and it's going to go like this. The surface area is 2 pi r squared. Let's do that pi better. 2 pi r squared, that's the same as what we have when we do an area, when we do an area or a circumference, we've got kind of a mixture there of the circumference and area formula there. 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi rh. Now, I'm going to shorten this. I'm going to use some algebra to shorten this. This one is the formula. You can just memorize that one and be done. But if you want a shorter version, we have a 2 pi, and an r with an extra one there in both of them. So I could use some algebra and take out the 2 pi r in both of them and have some stuff left over. I would have, in this one, I would have an r left over. And in this one, I would have an h left over. So I have an r plus h. This one's a little shorter here. I've spread it out so it doesn't look as short, but it really is shorter. Okay, so you have one. You just need to do one of those, not both. When we talk about it during our example time, or when we're going to explain it, this is the one that will make more sense explaining the pieces of it, but this one will be shorter to write, okay? All right, surface area of a regular pyramid. Again, we're going to use the letter S, and we're going to do a capital B, which will be for the area of the base, plus 1/2. We'll have a capital B for P for perimeter, and then we'll have an L for length. And I always like to use cursive L's for length instead of just an L because it looks like a 1. All right. Let's move on to the surface area of a cone. Again, this has got the thing with the 2 boxes, so it will have 2 boxes there to fill up. So there will only be 20 boxes on your quiz, and so this will take up 2 of those 20 boxes, which again will be 2 points. So this was going to have S equals pi r squared. We have seen this one before. This is the area of a circle, plus pi RL. We're going to shorten this. You can just memorize this one and be done, or we can actually make this a shorter one in case you don't want to write so much. Notice that there's a pi r with an extra r and a pi r in this one. So if I wrote S equals with a pi r, what I have left in this one is an r, and what I have left over in this one is an L. So it's up to you of whichever you want to write. The second one is shorter, not a ton shorter, but every little thing counts when you're memorizing. Volume of a sphere. Now we're going to be turning into spheres here. So we're going to use V for volume. 4/3 pi r cubed. Remember that volume is a cubed thing, so that makes sense that you're going to have the cube there, and that just helps you remember. Let's put that in there. Let's do volume of a prism. We're going to do volume again. And this one's the shortest of them for today. We're going to have capital B. Make sure it's capital. A lowercase will not suffice. Capital B times H. Okay. Let's move over here to the volume of a cylinder. We're going to do V again. We're going to have pi r squared. This is the area of a circle. And we're going to have H in there. Let's do volume of a pyramid. Volume of a pyramid is 1/3. Capital B is important, H. Move over here to volume of a cone. V equals 1/3 pi r squared. We have that pi r squared in there for a circle. And we have an H. We'll move over to the surface area of a sphere. Surface area of a sphere, we're going to use S equals 4 pi r squared. We've got that pi r squared circle in there. We've got a circle in quite a bit of these. It'll be important for you to kind of look over those and figure out which ones do have the circles. It'll help you remember them a little better. This is our last Formula Madness. I hope this has helped. This is one of your assignments for the week, is to memorize these. I hope this has been helpful. Bye-bye.